Hey, I'm Chris, and I help beginners land 60K plus a year digital marketing jobs with no prior experience or education needed. And today I'm going to be talking about how beginners can get into digital marketing in 2025. And phase one is understanding the landscape of digital marketing. Make sure to know what it is, how it brings results, the services, all that. So, topics to learn: main skill areas: paid ads, email marketing, SEO, organic social analytics. Those are going to be the overarching main points. And the different career paths you can take on as a specialist, just being very competent and a master in one skill, or being a generalist, just having a broad knowledge of multiple skill sets. I think when you first start off, go ahead and just learn one skill first, and then you can branch off to the others after you've become competent in that skill. So some resources, just Googling, asking ChatGPT about digital marketing, going to HubSpot, using their website. They have a lot of educational articles. As far as Neil Patel's website as well, I know he hosts a podcast called Marketing School with Eric Sue on YouTube. Give that a good listen. Very good information there, and they're always up to date with the latest digital marketing trends. And yeah, YouTube breakdowns from industry creators. I think Alex Hormozy, Gary Vee, Ty Lopez. Um, there's a lot of guys out there, but I would say, those are the top three, big names in the space, OGs. So definitely learning from, creators online, very important. Phase two, choose a path that pays. So just pick one skill to master that's job relevant. Top beginner paths: paid ads, email marketing, SEO. Just picking one of these paths to begin with first, and then, build experience there. And then later on, if you want to learn these other ones, you can. And the decision criteria on which beginner path to get into is: are you more analytical or creative? Do you want fast results or long term stability? So, asking yourself these questions will help you determine which one to get into. I would say if you're starting off, I'm in paid ads, and it is very in demand. SEO, I would say, is good second. Email marketing also, but I think the top two to find a digital marketing job relatively quickly would be paid ads and SEO. Phase three, learn the tools of the trade. So make sure you learn the actual tools that are being used today by professionals. A lot of things that are taught in colleges nowadays, you're not going to learn really anything about digital marketing like Google ads, Facebook ads, TikTok ads. You're not going to learn anything about search engine marketing or SEO. So you're going to be wanting to learn from people that are doing it at the moment, and you're going to learn all of those things online, YouTube, and yeah, some tools include Meta Ads Manager, Google Ads, System.io or MailChimp, Google Analytics 4, and ChatGPT or any other LLM that you want to use for learning different things. And just a good daily routine that you can instill while you're learning. Just making sure that you watch a few YouTube videos a day, and then just one tool to practice with. Building a mock project, building a mock campaign, or just going in and clicking through all the buttons, clicking through all the tabs, making sure that you get familiar with what does what. And then phase four, build a starter project. You don't need any clients for this. This is just a do-it-yourself project. I do recommend later on, if you have any friends, family, anybody that you know that runs a business that needs some sort of help in digital marketing, then you can definitely get experience there. But if you're just starting off, you can definitely just build a starter project for yourself, document that, and that'll be a very good first project to do. And the goal here is prove that you can apply what you've learned. So here's some steps. Pick a fake business, right? Coffee shop, gym, online course. And you're going to either build, depending on what skill set you're getting into, one ad campaign You can have screenshots of what you would build, how you would build it, and you can even spend a little bit of money, maybe $10 a day for 5 days, and you can definitely get some okay results. At least you've gotten some data there. You can screenshot what you've done, and then just your thought process on how to adjust. And that will be very important, especially if you're just starting off. You need to get your foot in the door, get some experience there. Email automation, right? Like a flow diagram, what type of copy and text you're writing for all the email sequences. Building a landing page, you can use Card or System.io. I know WordPress as well, I think, has a free plan. So pretty much any website builder that you could build a free landing page with very quickly, and then just screenshotting those, explaining why these things are how they are, why you built it that way, and what you're going to do next. And yeah, just turning those into a case study document with screenshots, and then explaining your thought process. And if you could tie in what you've done and how it will affect business results and the bottom line, that's going to be really important. And even if you don't get a really good result right off the bat, you just want to get your foot in the door. No one's ever gotten really good doing something just once, right? You got to treat digital marketing like a sport. If you go to the basketball court, you shoot a couple threes, shoot some free throws just for a day, you're not going to get that good, right? So you got to be continuously learning. Phase 5, start positioning yourself. So once you've gotten through all those 4 phases, you definitely need to get on LinkedIn. That's probably going to be your top number 1 platform to land a job in digital marketing. So the goal here is look like someone who can get hired. So you want to make sure your resume is up to date, making sure your resume is in a framework that looks good, is compact, doesn't waste any space, and is quick to the point. It can project what skills that you have, what tools, different projects you've done, stuff like that. And then making sure your LinkedIn profile is optimized, has keywords that are very recruiter friendly when they're searching for positions or people to fill these positions. And a banner as well would be nice. Third, creating a portfolio, either on Card. It's like a 1-page site, really good at making just very condensed, concise, aesthetic portfolios. Or you could do, put those screenshots, documents into Google Drive or Notion. Either one of those works. And then optional, you can use Loom, just like how I'm doing right here to record this video. It's just a software. There is a free plan, or you could do the paid version, which is really cheap. And you can basically, how I'm doing it now, just shoot a Loom video with yourself at the corner, and then you can just scroll through your portfolio and talk about it, your thought process. That'll look really good to recruiters. And yeah, the main outcome is, now you know what role fits you. You have a real project to show. You've touched real tools, and you're ready to apply or freelance. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. I think, this is a continuous process that you're going to do. Digital marketing, just treat it like a sport, right? You're not just going to practice a little bit of basketball, get decent, and then never practice again. It's always going to be a continuous learning and improving, basically forever, until you get out of digital marketing, basically. Yeah. And then the final tip, learning digital marketing, it's not about just taking a whole bunch of courses. I mean, courses are very reliable, very important too, depending on who you take it from. But yeah, it's more about getting experience. All the information that you do get online, you want to translate that into action, into projects, into experience that you've done for yourself, for clients, and then packaging that into a portfolio where you can have screenshots, explaining why you've done this and how it affects and benefits the business. And yeah, start messy, learn by doing, and show your work. So that's pretty much it. Hope you guys got some value out of that. And if you're interested in learning how to land a 60K plus a year digital marketing job as a beginner, go ahead and click the link below on my website, chrishwin.com, and I'll send you a free video guide on how to do that. All right, guys, see you later.